So you're just not really guys questions now, yeah?
Hey guys, I just hit 400 subscribers, and we're gonna do a Q&A video. So like a couple weeks ago, I asked you guys to ask questions on the Ask Now video, or whatever it's called, I forget. And yeah, a lot of you did, and a lot of you asked a lot of questions. So we're gonna be here for a little bit.
Yes,
so he's gonna ask me the questions, and I'm going to answer them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go.
All right. Oh, so you want me to ask him now? Okay.
Yeah.
This first question comes from Infinity Thrills. Thoughts on Six Flags St. Louis?
Honestly, it kind of looks like a scaled back version of Six Flags Over Texas, because you got the Batman clone, Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast clone, like a lot of cloned rides there. Obviously, it's a Six Flags park, so it still looks good. I mean, like they have like American Thunder, it's a good GCI. Renegade's probably a lot better, but haven't been on yet, so I can't say for sure. So yeah, overall, if I'm in the area, I'll go, but it's not something I'm dying to go to yet. So next question.
All right. Next question comes from Theme Park Avenue. He says, congrats, I just made a Q&A video for 300 subscribers. I do have one question. What do you think will be the best new roller coaster in 2021?
Iron Gwazi. Is that really a question? It's Iron Gwazi. Well, it could be Pantheon.
Could be.
Pantheon looks really good, but it's going to be Iron Gwazi because they've delayed that roller coaster. Wait, I think they delayed Iron Gwazi until 2022. So Pantheon. We'll go with Pantheon.
Okay.
Is
that...
Yeah.
Okay, because this one leads right into the next question, actually.
Oh.
This comes from Amazing Coasters. They say, do you... Well, I'll ask the second part first, because it fits. Pantheon versus Iron Gwazi. Who you got?
Well, considering I haven't been on either of those coasters, I'm going to say Iron Gwazi, because it's an RMC. You can't go wrong with an RMC.
You really can't. I mean...
Do you know what RMC is?
No. Alright. Do you play any sports or have any hobbies outside of being a coaster enthusiast? I'm his only hobby.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, disregarding that awkward silence, yeah, I have a life outside my roller coaster enthusiasm. I like to play video games. That's painfully obvious by my shelf over there. I'm not in the mood for switching the camera around, but yeah, I have a lot of video games and a lot of consoles, so I'll say video games is one of those. And I like hanging out with people, like this guy.
Yeah.
We've been best friends for like 12 years.
So long.
Yeah.
Way
too long. Anyways, yeah, I play sports like basketball. I'm not really good at it. I don't want to talk about it, so yeah, I'm really bad at it, and I actually don't really like basketball. So
he's better than me.
That's true. Well, I think that's something that everyone can say about themselves. I'm joking. I love you. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question before he starts crying.
All right. Next question comes from JB Thrills.
Oh.
He's asking, if you could have any home park in the world, what would it be and why?
Is that really a question? It's Cedar Point. Come on.
Absolutely.
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point.
Any enthusiast wants Cedar Point as their home park. Like 8 and 17 roller coasters. I am making a fool of myself probably, but yeah, I think it's like 17 or 18 roller coasters. There's a lot. I know that. So, next question.
This is also from JB Thrills. Are you planning to come to Six Flags Over Texas someday?
Oh yes. In fact, I'm trying to plan a trip down this summer to Texas, and I'll stop at Six Flags Over Texas on the way there, and also Frontier City Worlds of Fun. I don't know if I'll make it to San Antonio though. That's still up in the air, but for sure Six Flags Over Texas. So yeah, maybe 90% sure.
All right, and our last question from JB Thrills. There are more after that, but what's your favorite theme park memory?
Probably my class has a tradition at Valley Fair where our entire class just loads Excalibur and you'll take a ride on it as a class. So you can't beat it. Like that's one of the best experiences I've ever had. He knows.
I was there.
Yeah, screaming his head off.
Nah. Okay. All right. This one comes from Torres Coasters, and there's a couple. First of all, they want to congratulate you on 400 subs, and then when you go to amusement parks, do you go alone with GP, that's me, or other enthusiasts?
Well, I recently went to a park with another enthusiast, but most of the time, it's with this guy. Well, that's when I go to Valley Fair. But if I go to a park, like a new park, like out of state, it's usually by myself and my dad, which you don't really see him a lot. So, it's usually just me.
All right, another question from Torres Coasters. What do you think is the most underrated coaster in the world that you haven't ridden?
Okay. Probably New Texas Giant, because that's the original RMC, and a lot of people say it's not as good as the new ones, which that may be, but it still looks like it slaps. Like I'm excited to ride it this summer potentially. So, yeah, Texas Giant.
All right, next question, also from Torres Coasters. Will you post more No Limits 2 content?
I mean, I used to back in the day. A lot of you already know that, like painfully know that, because I used to post all the time in the Limits too.
It was good stuff.
And I think people got sick of it.
No one got sick of it.
Yeah, like
Serious?
The support kind of went downhill as it went, as the days went on. And after the Nintendo series I did on that, it kind of lost steam. I mean, I still kind of do it, like Polybius 2, I posted in October as the Halloween special or something like that. And I'm still working on Tetris the Ride.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Tetris.
expect that maybe this summer, but yeah, other than that, maybe. Not a whole lot on the Limits 2 coasters, but still some coming in the future.
Alright, this next question, it's somewhat related. Comes from Owen Mueller. He wants to know, do you like Planet Coaster better or No Limits 2?
Well, considering I haven't played Planet Coaster yet, it's probably like No Limits 2. And that's because, well, I'm planning to get it. I kind of split if I should get on the PC or the PS4. I've heard the PS4 has like less content, but it's my computer's not fit for running Planet Coaster. So yeah, and plus No Limits 2 is more realistic. I watched YouTube videos on both games, and No Limits 2 is a lot more realistic, I feel like, but Planet Coaster is more like a video game, kind of a little bit more wackier and stuff like that. Whereas No Limits 2 is kind of like a simulator type stuff. So yeah, probably gonna say No Limits 2 for that one.
Alright, and another question from Owen Mueller. Is anyone else an enthusiast in your family?
No. I have an older sister who is usually afraid of roller coasters. I have a younger one who likes roller coasters but not really interested in them. My dad can tolerate them, same with my mom.
Alright, next question comes from Robert Gray. Favorite water ride and best themed attraction? Question mark, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
It's not
so,
really
my favorite water ride, oh, this is a hard one. I'm kind of split between Log Shoot at Mall of America and Thunder Canyon. Both are really good rides. This guy knows, because
I've ridden one of them, so.
I thought you went on Log Shoot.
Yeah, Log Shoot.
Thunder Canyon.
What's Thunder Canyon?
Like the one where like we're in like those like circular tube things, and like it's kind of like a little river rapids ride, and like Will never got wet.
Oh yeah.
Will never got wet.
I have been to that one.
Yeah, he's been to my fair a few times.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna say Log Shoot
Log
because
Shoot's better.
that will tie into the next one as the best theme attraction I've been on. Well, are you asking the best one I've been on or the best one ever, like just overall? Because overall, I think it's like some attraction at Disneyland. Like, I can't put my finger on it. There's a lot of them. But the one I've been on, like a good one that I've been on, is probably a Log Shoot at Mall of America. In fact, that's one of the best log shoots in the entire country. So, moving on.
It's truly amazing. This one comes from India's #1 coaster enthusiast. How do you deal with GP and anti-roller coaster people, if you've met them?
Okay, so pretty much all my school friends are GP, and then that's fine because they don't have to be enthusiasts. But yeah, no, I tolerate them. I tolerate them. I definitely say a lot of gibberish that they don't understand because, they're not enthusiasts. But I still like him. He's my best friend. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't really matter if he's an enthusiast or not. He still likes roller coasters. He's just not super passionate about them like I am. But he does like music and superhero movies and video games like me. Mm-hmm. So that's also one of my hobbies. I really like music. Mm-hmm. So
music's pretty great.
And we share the same taste for music. So
yeah,
that's why we're buds.
That's the only reason. All right, next question. If you're ready for the next question, right?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
This one's a doozy. It comes from CT Coasters. What's your favorite cloned coaster model? Doozy.
Okay, I haven't been on a lot of clone coaster models. I think I've been on Fairly Odd Coaster, which is like the Pandemonium clone.
Love that one.
And I guess you could say Corkscrew's a clone, because Cedar Point does have a very similar model, but they're kind of different at the same time, so I don't know about that one. And you could say that Wild Thing's a clone of Mamba and Steel Force, because they're both all similar rides, but at the same time they have their own characteristics, so I think I've only been on one cloned model, and that is the Pandemonium, so I'm gonna say Fairly Odd Coaster.
Gotta love that one. Plus, it's Fairly Odd Parents, and everyone loves that.
Oh, and I'm actually, if I'm going to Six Flags parks this year, I'm obviously going to Boomerang or a Batman clone, so my favorite clone this year, my prediction will probably be Batman the Ride, so let's keep going on with the questions.
Epic. Here's our first question from Minnesota Thrills, out of many. Since Valley Fair is opening May 22nd, 2021, will you be doing a vlog there this summer?
Oh,
and then as a note,
I
can't wait for can't talk. Valley Fair to open.
Yeah, dude, I'm totally planning to do vlogs with this guy and my other friends at Valley Fair, because I'm actually planning to go to Valley Fair a lot this year. The other years I went there like once or like 1 to 3 times a year, but this year I might get a season pass. I might get a season pass, and I'll be there a lot more often than I was the past few years, because it didn't open in 2020, so I needed my fix on Renegade. So yeah, for sure, dude.
Alright. This one comes from Coaster Cloud. Park plans after 2021?
Alright, after 2021. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Hopefully I get to Dollywood or like Kentucky Kingdom, or like maybe Kings Island, Cedar Point. I don't know, those parks are kind of out of my reach as of right now. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking of Cedar Point, 'cause that's my number 1 bucket list location as of right now, so yeah. Next question.
Alright, also from Coaster Cloud. Where and when will a new generation Vacoma coaster come to America?
Okay, so Vacoma in America aren't really simpatico at the moment because,
It's a Tangled reference.
the Boomerang and the SLC are kind of hated among enthusiasts, so I feel like either a big independent park would get one, or maybe a Six Flags park. Maybe Magic Mountain, maybe. Or Great Adventure, but I really don't think Cedar Fair is gonna try to get one, because Cedar Fair has like never worked with Vacoma, so I don't really see that happening. So yeah, either a big independent park or a Six Flags park, or a Busch Gardens park, whatever. So yeah, that's my prediction. Next question.
Alright, next question comes from Minnesota Thrills. First of all, congrats on 400 subs. Thank you. What is your favorite pop/soda? It's pop. Besides Pepsi Orange?
Okay, it's probably gonna be Pepsi. I grew up drinking Coke, Pepsi, but I've always enjoyed Pepsi more for some reason. They taste similar, but like Coke's more syrupy. Yeah. So Pepsi's more the hard cola, so yeah.
It's more of a dark
and
liquor kind of guy.
And Arnie Palmer.
Oh, gotta love those.
Arnie Palmer. He's drinking one right now.
Sponsored.
Yeah.
Alright. You ready for the next one?
Wait. Just hold on a second. This video is sponsored by Raycon earbud. Alright, anyways, sorry, that's a bad joke. Continue.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Alright. This one comes from Coaster Roaster, and there are a lot of different parts of this question. I mean, there's different questions, but one comment. Alright. Number 1, what is your favorite video you've made?
Oh, that's a hard one. It's probably a Souvenir Christmas.
I was in that one.
Yeah, because it's really fun doing skits. It's also really stressful because it takes a lot of planning and time, but it's worth the blooper reel, which I'm trying to get on the secondary channel and momentarily. So yeah, that's probably that one. Next question.
Next question. What looks like the most underrated Six Flags park to you?
I'm probably gonna say. That's a hard one. I'm probably gonna say Six Flags Over Texas, because like people say that's like a mediocre to smaller so Six Flags park, but yeah, it's the original Six Flags park, and it definitely looks a lot better than some of the other ones. So yeah, either that or Six Flags Over Georgia, because they have Twisted Cyclone, Goliath. You know, like, those two are great rides. So I haven't been on the. They look like great rides. So continuing on to the next question.
All right, number 3. Will Conda be top 3 in the world?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, really, dude. Obviously, Steel Vengeance and Iron Gwazi and Pantheon are probably gonna be the top ones, but that one definitely has potential to be top 3. I will definitely keep an eye on that. So moving on.
All right, number 4. Favorite superhero film?
Oh, favorite superhero film. This is a hard one. While I'm thinking of it, Malachi, what's yours?
Gosh, that's a hard one. First one's coming to mind is Thor Ragnarok, because, I mean, it's epic, beautiful.
Oh, yes. Really, very, very, very funny.
Great way to bring back both Loki and Hulk.
Yeah, it's pure comics.
Yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. So,
hilarious.
I think mine's going to have to be... I want to say... Spider-Man Homecoming.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good one. Respectable.
I thought Far From Home was kind of disappointing. So, I think I like Homecoming a lot better, actually.
Far From Home.
Yeah, he's a Far
He just
From Home
broke
fan.
my heart.
I know, right? And it's either that or Ant-Man. Come on, those are great.
Ant-Man, okay,
Those
as
are
a
great.
superhero movie, it's not great, but as a heist movie, it just, it's so good, and it's hilarious.
That's why I like it.
Alright, number 5, do you play any instruments?
I used to play the alto sax.
He was great.
No,
on
I
it,
wasn't
too.
actually.
He was
I was
terrible.
horrible. Yeah. I hated band. I really did, and I quit it like in 8th grade. So yeah, good riddance band. I'm not doing any instruments.
Yeah, instruments are fun. I play like 2 of them, so that's special.
He's
Number
right.
6, what's the longest you've waited for a ride?
Probably straight up an hour. You know, like for Monster at Adventureland because it was packed when I went there that day, and yeah, it was worth it. But yeah, the operations were horrible. You know, like Adventureland doesn't really have good operations because I think I counted. There was like a 7-minute dispatch on Tornado. I was just like, oh my god, like that's the longest dispatch I've ever seen. Because a lot of old people were doing the ride op stuff. So yeah.
Alright, and number 7, this is the most important one in that little sequence. Are stop signs sexy?
Oh yes, they are.
Absolutely.
I know, right? Like you just want to, like they're
Yeah.
so hot too. You know?
And so are the people who stop at them. I mean,
yeah.
hit that brake. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna continue on before we go down the rabbit hole.
Alright. Another question from Minnesota Thrills. Do you enjoy watching El Toro Ryan's problematic coaster vids? And if so, which one is your favorite?
Okay, so I do if I have time because those are like 30-minute long videos, and I usually watch them when I'm supposed to be doing homework. So yeah, I really do like them. Really good procrastination tool. And I think my favorite one is probably the Magnum XL 200 one because Magnum is like it's classic, dude. The first ever hyper coaster. You gotta love it. So
Got it.
Magnum XL 200 is my favorite.
Alright, another question from Minnesota Thrills. When do you think COVID will end and where we don't have to wear masks all the time?
I really hate this question. I think everyone asks this question like no one knows what to answer. So, well, considering the vaccine's out and the cases are on the decline, I think the future is definitely bright. There's nowhere to go but up at this point. So, yeah, I think as time goes on, as vaccines start to roll out faster and I think the mask mandates will start to stop and we can finally breathe happy again.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so
fresh air.
I don't know exactly when because I don't think anyone knows exactly when, but yeah, it's definitely coming up and I'm really excited for that. So,
Absolutely, it'll be amazing. This says for my last question, but it's not his last question on the list because I'm just scrolling through them. From Minnesota Thrills, what is your coaster credit count?
oh geez, don't laugh, but it's 23.
Oh, 23.
Yeah, 23. Okay, I haven't been to a lot of parks, partially because Minnesota only has, 2 parks. And Minnesota's, disconnected from, every other park in the Midwest, so I gotta travel, at least, 6 hours to each of them. So, that number is gonna go up a lot this summer, though, because I'm planning many parks to go to, at least 4 parks.
Ooh.
So, and going to Valley Fair a lot, so keep an eye on that. Next question.
All right, this one comes from Minnesota Thrills. Steel Vengeance or Iron Gwazi?
Okay, so Steel Vengeance looks longer and it has more inversions, but Iron Gwazi looks fantastic. Like just like the elements and the transitions kind of look better than Steel Vengeance, I think. So I don't know. I think I'll have to ride both before I get a full opinion on it, but right now I'm probably gonna say Steel Vengeance because it's a longer ride and there's more inversions and I don't know. It kind of depends what you like. If you like short but sweet rides, I'm probably gonna put Iron Gwazi, but if you like long, sustained, awesome rides, Steel Vengeance is the way it's at. So, next question.
All right, our next couple questions come to us courtesy of Celestia, ruler of Equestria, from My Little Pony, if you didn't know.
Oh.
How do you think Valley Fair could rebrand Excalibur?
Rebrand? Oh, come on. I love Excalibur. That's a great... Whoa. Okay, anyways. It's Excalibur. One of the best coaster names ever, in my opinion. Like, come on. Excalibur is classic. And I really don't think they're ever going to rebrand it because, honestly, what's the point at this point? Because it's... everyone forgets about it, honestly, because it's like way back at the park. You go there, and you ask people there, how's Excalibur? And they're like, the what? Because, they never heard of it before. So, I hope they still keep it around and they don't close it. But yeah, I really don't think they'll ever rebrand Excalibur. So next question.
All right, next question. If Valley Fair was to get a new coaster, what do you think they would get and why?
Oh geez, gotten so many questions about this in the past, but I'll answer it still because it's a very interesting topic. So, 1 to 3, either an RMC Raptor, an B&M Invert, or maybe a 40 free spin. I was leaning towards a Gerstlauer Infinity, but Adventureland already has one, and we have a Gerstlauer Eurofighter in Mall of America. So it's not that, but RMC Raptor, keep an eye on that because even though Cedar Fair and RMC aren't really on the best of terms right now, they could definitely get one. And as for the 40 free spin, Cedar Fair has been adding those lately with the one at Kane's Dominion. But at the same time, Adventureland just opened their own 40 free spin, so I definitely don't know. It's like either the RMC Raptor or the 40 free spin, so one of the two. I don't really know at this point, so moving on.
All right, another question from Celestia. Will you do a video on Nickelodeon Universe?
And this is a part where the camera stopped recording for some reason and the microphone stopped working, so I'm going to pick up where this left off. So let's continue on with Celestia's question. Will you do a video about Nickelodeon Universe? So this question was posted before the vlog I did, so in a sense I kind of already did a video on it, but I am planning to do some more videos on Nickelodeon Universe in the future, so definitely. Alright, Coaster Key asks a few questions here. First one is, worst experience at a park? That's probably going to be Adventureland because the operations were not good, and I was only there for a few hours, so I really didn't get the full experience, and there were some rides closed and stuff like that, so I would say that's probably my least favorite park experience I've ever had. Alright, next one is, what's the worst hate comment you ever received? Honestly, I don't pay attention to those, so I don't really know at this point. And number 3, what's your favorite non-coaster ride? That's probably going to be Extreme Swing at Valley Fair because that one's just so fun. I totally recommend riding it if you're at the Valley Fair. And number 5, what are some future episodes ideas for Nothing But a Memory? So I'm going to keep that a secret for now because it's kind of a surprise when I do that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely planning to do more. So I don't really feel comfortable saying that right now, but you'll find out later, I guess. Alright, let's see. Number 6, favorite element you've experienced? Probably either the S-curve on Renegade, on the drop, or it could be Wild Thing's first airtime hill. Both are really great elements. The airtime hill and Wild Thing is killer. That's some great flow to airtime, so I might say that one. Wood or steel? Well, considering my top 2 roller coasters are wooden coasters, I'm gonna have to say steel because I don't know, they're always just a bit smoother. I haven't really been on a really good steel coaster yet besides Monster, so that's likely gonna change this summer. Anyways, moving on to Accelerate opinions. Is it overrated or underrated? So I did a review on this roller coaster and I said it was underrated, so I still stand by that. Alright, you get to clone one coaster. What is it and where does it go? It'll probably be Rock Bottom Plunge because that's a great compact roller coaster and very cheap too, so it's like perfect for small parks. And where does it go? Probably I want to say Michigan's Adventure because they really need a new roller coaster. What else? Just maybe like some other small parks, like what's it called, Bay Beach, whatever. Probably one of those that there. Anyways, moving on. Do you get motion sickness? Not usually. If I'm like reading in the car, then I will. But other than that, I'm not motion sick at all usually. All right. What's a coaster that's over/underrated and why? Probably got to say Excalibur again because, like I said, very underrated ride. It's a really, really fun experience, so definitely recommend that if you're at Valley Fair as well. Bucket list coasters. Oh man, I could go on forever about these. Well, obviously we got pretty much all the major roller coasters at Cedar Point, and all the major ones at Magic Mountain. So those are the ones I can think of right now. Obviously there's like Iron Gwazi, Pantheon, those kind of stuff. So I can go on all day about these bucket list roller coasters, but we're gonna move on to the next question. What's a coaster model you wish there was more of? Probably gonna have to say the half pipe coasters from Intamin because those are pretty fun. All right, next one. What's a coaster model you wish? Oh, no, sorry. Old Gravity Group, pre-Timberliner, or new Gravity Group? Probably gonna say new Gravity Group because the Timberliner trains are fantastic, especially on Hades. So definitely gonna say that. Who would you do another? Who would you do another wooden boomerang shuttle coaster? Gravity Group or GCI? Probably Gravity Group. Do you think Valley Fair has a bright future? Will Cedar Fair invest more money eventually? Absolutely. I definitely think the future is bright because Cedar Fair has come out and said they're going to invest in every single park this year and for the years to come. So that might be good news for Valley Fair. Alright, next up is Minnesota Thrills. Where's my money? I don't know. What money? I don't know what you're talking about. So moving on to the next one, he asks, can you please put this video Can you please put in this video the skit we did at Nickelodeon Universe? Sure, why not?
Hey Logan, one train off!
Alright, anyways, moving on, we got Minnesota Thrills again. Where's Chip Wallace and will he ever rehire you on Channel 325 News? He's probably still pissed at me, so probably not. Alright, Minnesota Thrills asks, what's your favorite coaster YouTuber? I don't really have a favorite. I definitely watch a lot of Airtime Thrills, El Toro Ryan, Coaster Studios, all the good stuff, and a couple of the smaller but still really good ones like JB Thrills, Coaster Craziness, and I can go on and on about all these channels because I watch a lot, so I don't think I have a favorite. Nickelodeon Universe at Mall of America or Nickelodeon Universe at American Dream? Probably going to say the Mall of America location because it looks a lot more just better in the atmosphere because it's a lot more colorful in the Mall of America. We got trees, lots of sunlight coming in, and even though the American Dream one has better rides, the admissions are really expensive there, and it doesn't really look as lively or colorful as the Mall of America location. So probably the Mall of America location. Badger State Coasters. Will you ride Zip and Pippin? I'm definitely thinking about it. If I'm in the Green Bay area, definitely stop by and ride it. Why does Minnesota hate Wisconsin so much? I mean, now we Minnesotans don't hate Wisconsin. We just know we're better. So that's my answer. Which coaster manufacturer will go out of business next? Maybe Chance Morgan. I don't know. It's hard to say at this point. But yeah, my money's on Chance Morgan. Thoughts on Vacoma's new coaster models in Europe? They definitely look a lot better than the old ones, that's for sure. And I really hope America gets some of them because they look pretty sick. Will we ever get a Toco Strata spinning inverted forest water coaster? I mean, I hope not, because if Toco's making it, then absolutely, hopefully not. It would be cool, but yeah, no. Minnesota Thrills. Are you glad that Dragon at Adventureland is gone and an SNS 40 free spin is coming? Also, which park do you think is better, Adventureland or Nickelodeon Universe at Mall of America? So for the first question, yes, I am glad that Dragon's out because I hated Dragon. And the second question, probably Adventureland because, I don't know, they have Monster, Dragon Slayer now, and, you know, just a better park because it's outdoors, I feel like, and a lot more bigger and like a lot more legroom and room for expansion, so probably Adventureland. Alright, theme park magic. First off, he's congratulating me on 400 subs. Thank you very much. And the first one is, are you thinking about making a video on how you became a coaster enthusiast or how you started your channel? Well, my second channel anniversary is coming up, so I'll probably do it then, hopefully, if I get around to it. But yeah, definitely plan on that. Number 2, have you been to any Six Flags parks? Not yet. I'm planning to go to 2 this summer, so we'll see how those go. Number 3, have you ever been to Cedar Point? No, but I really, really want to. That park looks amazing. Number 4, how do you deal with GP if they don't know your channel or if they don't know you're a coaster enthusiast and you use code names for specific rides when hanging out with other enthusiasts at any park you visit? Well, they just look at me weird, I guess, and I just don't really, unless they ask me a question about something, I don't really talk to them a whole lot. But yeah, pretty much all my school friends are GP, which is fine because they're my friends. They don't have to be enthusiasts to be my friend. But yeah, definitely hang out with enthusiasts a bit more when I'm at parks. So yeah, I just hang out with them. Alright, that will do it for this Q&A video. I'm so sorry for the difficulties in the camera and microphone we had earlier. But yeah, the guy who's sitting next to me in that was Malachi, my friend Malachi, and you may know him as Declan McMullen in my skits, so I thank him for being on the video. And as for you guys, thank you so much for watching, and for 400 subscribers. Hopefully this video does well, because right now I'm losing subscribers left and right, so that's kind of sad. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on North Star Coasters.